Cassidy. Too far. Oh well. And then I'll just Eldritch Blast the spirits then.
Both of them on the spirits?
Yep.
All right. So that first one completely super utter crits as both the blasts go right through them and obliterate them. The wolf spirits are dead.
Cool. If you're curious what I was going to have him do, he didn't have enough room, but I was going to have him banish Cassidy.
That's actually a good idea. It would get
Yes.
her...
Yes, but I don't have to concentrate on it for the full minute.
Just has to get him out of the grip of the vampire.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
She goes back to her home plane, and then if I keep concentration for a minute, she stays there, which is what I'm doing to the harpy right now with Sayara.
The other thing as well to keep in mind, Cassidy is not a native to that plane. She is native to the same plane as Lily, Sayara, all of them. She is actually a werewolf. She is not like Kurgian, she is a werewolf.
Yeah, so she would actually go to the material plane.
Yeah, so she would just go back there. She'd probably poof back in like Ashenport or something or a demi-plane or whatever for a little bit. All right, so vampire's up, vampire's in sunlight, so he is going to take a lot of damage.
Sunlight.
He is going to look at Des. Des, roll another wisdom save.
Don't fail me now, Des.
You passed your wisdom save, and that basically signs his death warrant.
Her husband is going
He
to be
barely
so proud.
passes.
No, yeah, that basically signs his death warrant because that was his last chance to survive. And that is all he can do. So, Des, your turn.
Silver, someone's going to be so proud of her when she gets back.
All right, so you have advantage on this attack.
You sound like her other half. 1, 2.
All right, the first one will miss. The second one will miss. Offhand! Offhand! That one will hit, and he will take only 9 damage. He is still alive. At the end of your turn, he is going to bite Cassidy. This is hilarious. He will bite Cassidy. Cassidy will take 10 piercing damage, 8 necrotic damage. He heals up a little bit as he bites Cassidy, and she's gonna lose. She's gonna be down to 28 max HP.
Yeah. I hope you have your actual max written down somewhere.
It was
Silver, you may want to check.
I'm not gonna worry about it too much because I'm pretty much gonna end up remaking her with the reboot anyway.
Okay.
You may want to check your Discord.
She's not really gonna be quite like she is right now anyway, like in the party and everything else. It's the Drider's turn. The Drider, she realizes that this plan isn't quite working, and she's just kind of angry. She drops Sanctuary. She pulls out a longsword, and she attempts to stab Ione. The first stab misses horribly. The second stab will... That does not look like her. Oh yeah, that's right. You have that reversed for her AC is. Okay, yeah, so that will miss. And then she will attempt to bite. And she manages to bite. So I don't remember if Risu's here. She said she was going to the bathroom or something. I'll just put the damage in. I'll put the damage in. She's going to take 3 piercing and 9 poison from the bite. Strider Cleric no longer Sanctuary up. Shinky.
Do my thing.
Do your thing.
Okay. You know what? It's me. First shot of grit. Do I even need to do the grit damage?
That will hit. And yes, you do.
Okay.
You will take the 12 piercing damage.
Ooh. Okay, and come on.
And the 8...
Apparently I'm Darwin now.
From grit, yes. Apparently you are. The 8 from the grit. As you hit him with this bullet, you're just kind of getting sick of everything. You line this shot up. You take aim just past Cassie's shoulder, and you blow his arm completely off. And the vampire kind of just reels back, his body seemingly trying to turn into mist. But for every part of his body that's like very slowly happening, like his arm first tries to turn to mist, but as it does so, the sunlight from the sunblade instantly disintegrates it. And he can't prevent himself from shifting in. until his whole body, attempting to turn to mist, just is blasted by the sunlight.
The last thing he sees is Shiki blow him a kiss as he slowly evaporates.
The vampire is completely dead. The only thing that remains on the ground is this small gemstone.
And
It appears to be an amethyst for curiosity's sake.
I feel a lot better, guys.
Then
Oh.
Cassidy is no longer grappled. I feel I should just say that outright.
Just gonna quickly draw to Big B. Don't mind me. And let's see if I can shoot her upside the head.
You
Or
fail
not.
to hit her, unless you're lucky.
I got one left, guys.
It's up to you.
Yeah, one left. Why not?
And that one will still miss. Driders have pretty damn good AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, Harpy is still not here. The vampire is
turn 4 out of 10.
completely gone. Lily, you're up. Yeah, I'm just saying it's an amulet with an amethyst in it. That'll work. All right. The free action for that.
Amethyst.
Yeah, purple gem.
Don't smash it for the
And
love of
she's
God.
gonna sprint this way. All right, that for her turn. All right, so Sariel is up.
That's actually what I was going to do on my turn.
What's that now?
Low enough that it doesn't hit Ione, of course. Or over, yeah. So you could do it like over here where
Yeah,
you're
it
not
does.
Ione or
It's about to
Shiki or
say.
anything else. All right, so let me roll a dex save for this strider. I no longer need the vampire sheet up. Also, the vampire would have left a few other things as well. He would
But we
have
don't
left
care about that right
behind.
now.
Yeah, he would have left behind a belt, and yeah, he would have left behind a belt, and that's pretty much it. All right, so that will let me roll the Drider Cleric's thing. She has to roll a dex save, which she fails horribly. So she is going to take 30 damage. And she's not. Yeah, I'm going to say Lily could have picked both of them up if she ran, because there was the amulet and then there was a belt. And that it for Sariel? She could move her spiritual weapon. And attack. And that'll miss. Cassidy will take a moment to sit down on the ground and just catch her breath, kind of holding her arm to where she was bitten repeatedly. It was her neck. Sario, you're up. Well, he kind of sparkled when he died, but that didn't last very long. It was more like fireworks than sparkles.
All right. Going to. Actually, let me just see if I can do it from here.
No, you can't
Do it
see
right
that. You
there.
could see there, but that would hit Ione, I believe. But Ione also has evasion, so she could negate it completely. You could go to there and avoid everyone. Or you'd hit Shiki in that case, so you're better off hoping Ione evades.
Yeah, I'll just do that then.
Alright.
I could, but exactly.
Roll a dex save for Ione till Risa gets back. Yeah, Ione completely negates the damage with evasion. The let me not the RL Harpy.
That's actually
Owl
kind of
Harpy,
weak
she
stuff,
has been
so-
pretty much useless this entire time. Dex save. She actually passes this dex save. Holy crap.
She passed the harder one.
She passed the harder one. And she is going to take 15 radiant, 9 necrotic, so 15, or not necrotic fire. 9. She is on her last legs. I don't think Risu is back. Is she back? Have her punch it.
And Sayara was going to finish up by going up next to Cassidy.
Yeah, just you can have her punch it. Yeah, that first crit, without a doubt, will just go in there and cut this Drider's head clear off, and she kind of just slumps to the ground. She is also dead. So she actually kind of remains. Not like the wolf spirits or the vampires whose bodies disappear.
And I'm going to... Should I finish concentrating on the harpy, or should we let the harpy come back? Yeah, I'll just concentrate the full minute on the harpy.
All right, so you know that the harpy will come back right around, I believe.
No, because banishment says if you concentrate the full minute and they...
Let me finish.
Oh.
If the harpy comes back, you know she will come back around there. Is everyone going to kind of get in a position if she does come back? All right. So you all kind of get into position. At the end of the full minute, yeah, so you do have some time to heal. I'll move Shiki up because she would have probably moved up a little.
I'll move Death down.
Yeah, Desk can move down to there, the Sunblade as well. And at the full minute, when it wears off, the harpy does indeed return. And she kind of looks around for a moment, realizes, first of all, she is surrounded. She isn't stupid, and she kind of realizes very quickly this means that they've won. She kind of falls down to her knees instantly and begins begging for a sanctuary, not to be killed, stuff like that.
Why should we let you?
You're not from here. I can tell you how to get back.
We have our own options to get back.
Please, and anything. Just in any way to get. And she's just kind of stuttering. She doesn't really have a very good place to argue right now, or to bargain right now.
I actually wasn't going to.
Okay, now I could speak.
So Lily's gonna. All right. Attempting to
Subdural?
kill her or just smack her?
Don't kill her.
No, you wouldn't have done enough damage with both of those, which is why I'm saying if you were attempting to kill her, I was just gonna make it a coup de grace. She's dead. All right, so I'll just say then that you pretty much just backhanded her with the blunt end of the great sword, and she is
You
unconscious.
baseball
on
swung
the
into her
ground.
head.
Pretty much, she is unconscious on the ground.
Hello, everybody, beep.
But yeah, so
Don't. She was being manipulated, technically.
Lily,
don't
Lily,
know
was
if it
she
was-
really?
We don't know if it was actual manipulation, but
like, I've got an idea. We could ask her questions, and I'll just load a single bullet into this chamber, spin it around.
no.
If we don't like the answer, we just pull the trigger. Who knows
How
if
about
the bullet's in it?
not?
How would we get back then? She said that she could get us back. So this is Cassidy speaking.
So,
In all honesty, I feel like it would be best if we just let her get back to where we were, though most harpies, and yes, I do realize you have an exception among the crew on that ship, most harpies tend to be evil without fault. I don't know if we could really, if you wish to do good for the world, it would probably be better to rid her, but getting us back, actually, I probably could with the keystone. You picked something up off him, was that it?
Possibly.
Take a look at the amulet. Yes, this looks like the keystone for sure. I could probably get us back with this. Yes, he will identify this. And Lily, you will love this belt without a doubt. No. This is a belt of fire giant strength.
Right at the end, where it doesn't matter.
And he will explain that as he looks it over. This is... Well, that explains why he was smacking you around so hard, Miss Cassidy. This is a belt of fire giant strength. It would make you as strong as one of them. Layman's terms, 25 strength. Yes, you can take it.
I bind up the harpy so she at least can't fly.
Yeah, that'd
I'll
probably
help
be a
bind
wise.
her up.
All right. All right, and you get her bound up relatively well. At this
You
point,
know, I could
Darvin,
probably clip her wings.
No,
And
we're not
Cassidy
going
kind
to
of speak
kill
up.
her.
At that point, you would be almost, if you're gonna clip her wings, you might as well just kill her.
I better say what's wrong with you?
I need to get a question. I need to have a question answered.
How about I take out your kneecaps with this gun and then see how quickly you survive?
And Darvin will probably spend the next hour or so looking over the amulet. Now that things are relatively calm in here, you all get the chance to look around, and you do notice that again, like webs everywhere, and you now know where they came from, the Drider. You know, like I said, there were actually a few areas that appear to be much larger, almost kind of like egg sacs, but not quite.
They're probably prey.
I think I'm good.
I think Des is capped on strength.
Is she strong?
So if she has 20, then it doesn't matter.
No point.
Sayara's gonna ask Darvin to look over her amulet that exploded
me
on
double
her.
check.
Yeah,
that.
and Darvin will take a chance to look at it. Yes, I remember this amulet. One of the gems. Yes, the explosion. And it'll kind of cast Identify on again, think on it for a moment. But yes, from the best I can see, this amulet, now that one of them has exploded, is cursed to an extent. Let me actually look up what I said the original Identify remark was. Because I know I at least hinted at it faintly with the original Identify remark. I said it absorbs elemental strikes to guard its wielder. And I'm like, yes, I can see this. It absorbs the elemental damage, but if it's overloaded, it has to release it all in one burst.
How does it how do you make it so it doesn't explode?
I see no way to really do that. Perhaps replacing the gems.
All right then.
Hmm.
When I originally saw this item, it was a shield, and the players basically made the comment of that wasn't a curse, it's a feature.
It kind of is.
Hmm.
Because you resisted all the way up until that point, and then
Like their idea was, okay, so we're just gonna take the shield, we'll just load it up with cold damage, we'll throw it into the enemy, and then hit it with a frost strike. And then they have a frost bomb.
basically.
Pretty much.
That only really works. We have a wizard of
Yeah,
big
but
full
it's
bandage.
yeah, it's just one of those amusing little tidbits there. So yeah, that's that there. At some point, I'll say Cassie will kind of just wander around investigating. She'll poke one of these egg sets for a moment, and it seems to move a little bit.
Nasty.
Most likely captured prey.
In Cassie, not, I think it is. It smells human.
Are they?
Cassidy is already in the process of doing that by the time Lily comes over, having her scimitar open, and she's very carefully cutting the sides of it open. And as you cut it open, you see that a human girl is kind of just falls out of the side. She appears to be unconscious.
Does she look familiar at all?
She does not look familiar to any of you right now.
We should probably. Are there a few more?
Yeah, there are a few more. And as you go through and you cut them open, you find out that there are a number of people, humans and elves mostly. There's a halfling or two as well that are just lying in these things. And you almost get the feeling that this is where the vampire was, how he was using most of his food. And just letting them rest there and feeding as necessary. Yeah, and you'll these are basically commoners. They don't have that much health. So you'll be able to heal all of them up, heal them all up slowly. They kind of stir. Most of them seem very dazed. They seem frightened at first, but they notice but the girl, the first one that was released, seems to notice very quickly Dess's sunblade, and she seems relieved. First of all, for seeing natural sunlight. Second of all, for seeing natural light. And third of all, because she realizes that she seems rather intelligent, at the very least. And she just kind of sighs in her relief and just kind of sits back against the side of the wall.
Hey, Darwin, how long is that going to take?
I think I have it. We're going to have to get back to where we came in, but I could probably open up a one-way portal to shunt us out.
Can they walk?
Yes, it should include all of them.
Is the
Yeah.
harpy still unconscious?
The harpy will still be unconscious at this point. This has probably only been an hour or two.
Well,
No, what I was saying, what we should do is, how long will it take to open up the portal?
Darwin will think for a moment. To get everyone through, the process will probably take about an hour.
You know what? You remember the anesthetic I was making?
No,
Yes,
here's what we
actually.
do. Make the portal. We'll go out slowly. I'll be the last one out, and I'll let the harpy go when
Let's take her
Oh,
with us for
I'll take out her
questioning.
ropes when I leave.
Let's take her with us for questioning. Leaving her here, it keeps an end. However, if we leave her here, it could be a future threat. If we take
no,
her
we're
with
not going.
us,
We're
detain her,
just take us with
I'm
us and let
not
her
going
go.
to have us kill somebody who's completely harmless at this point.
let's take her with us and detain her instead of just releasing her here. If we release her here, it could be a future enemy.
Mm, that would be an interesting idea. I don't think it
Come
would
from the
be
person who hangs
impossible,
around
but
with
it would have
Lamia.
to work for a while. Anyway, for out of character
Nothing's
stuff,
this.
at this point, I kind of want to do a bit more skipping around to try to wrap things up this time.
Yeah, we should probably do
So,
it.
all right. So you'll all make it back to the tower you first came in. Darwin, using this keystone amulet, will open up a portal back into the castle. And this time, instead of being in the tower, the portal will open up in the courtyard. You will get everyone through. Everyone through mostly more or less okay. You don't technically have enough room in the apparatus to fit everyone on the way back. However, yeah, let me walk. Cassidy, I think Cassidy has sending. I don't remember. If not, Sariel has sending, and I think she has a level 3 spell left. Correct? Yeah, I'm just gonna say she has it prepared for this matter. Send a sending back to the ship. The ship will fly out to meet you. You notice as you get back that you actually see sunlight right now. It is daytime. Ship comes back, picks everyone up. The people explain they're from a border town, more or less, and as they describe more and more, you realize it's where you had the ship parked initially. So you all will head back down there, stop the ship off. You'll unload most of the people there. Them all thanking you for the time. The townspeople inside the village extremely grateful to see their friends and family returned. The guardian woman there, the person in the cloak with the gun, seems just nod approvingly at the party and just seems to turn and walk away at that point. And as this is going on, Darwin isn't really seen anywhere around at this point until about the time the party is like done unloading everyone, thanks and everything, and he locates Lily and pulls her aside, and he'll explain. I just received a sending from back in Haven. There appears to be a lot of trouble there. You remember when I mentioned I was 5th in line for the throne? I'm now 1st. They couldn't explain much. It's only 25 words, but it's definitely bad. Would I be able to borrow your ship to return to there? I think this is going to be more trouble. Thank you. And he kind of just shakes his head, not really used to the term right now. Yeah, suppose Lily will go to explain that to the rest of the party.
Let's hold him for ransom.
And he'll kind of shake his head and he'll look at Lily as well. Might be best to at least stop in. If whatever happened at the castle, it's probably going to be turmoil.
Unfortunately,
All right.
unfortunately, I cannot join you. Not the Haven, especially Haven.
Yes, I could. It would not be immediate, but I could prevent anything from happening to her until the pardon was through fully, in this case. And he just kind of looks exasperated and annoyed at the fact that this has all happened, and a little frightened as well. All right.
Come on, let's go and do some crowd control.
All right. So no,
Nope.
there are going to be. I don't have any other fights set up. So for more talking go through, getting back to Haven, I'm going to say, because this is going to be cutting off right into the reboot. So getting back to Haven, dropping them off. So Des will make a remark how she would like to go visit Ashenport, as she has heard talk of another Lamia out there, and she would like to at least meet her and try to figure out more details going back and forth. Darvin and Lily will stop off at Haven, and they're going to end up staying there. Bran will accompany Lily as effectively a follower of hers. Ione, I'm not actually sure where Ione's going to go. I'm figuring she is just going to end up at some point wandering off to make medicine be more or less do what she has been doing.
Be the
Taking the
hermit
ship,
she's always been raised to be.
yeah, heading off to Ashenport and stopping off there. As things end up there, we're going to be going into like a 5-year time skip. The Baron, now Count Ashfield, will offer to hire the ship, as he's more or less aware of it thanks to Azul telling Chase basically
Wait,
everything.
wait. How much is he paying me a week?
He is
None.
paying you respectably a week. He is also paying you a free room and board, and free supplies for tinkering through Shiki. He's hired most of the people who are on the ship, Criley, as well as like the cook, the various crew members as well. Otherwise, Veth at some point seems to she declines and just kind of buggers off on her own, though the other crew members do stay. Yeah, at some point though, Sayara, you discover at some point when they're in Ashenport and like all this stuff is going on, at some point a pair of men dressed in full plate mail, and they just seem to be shining wherever they go. They walk up asking for Sayara.
She's over there.
Yes.
We were sent on behalf of your mother. We're taking you home.
I figured it would happen eventually. This one what lasted. All right. And then she'll just go with them.
Yeah. All right. So it's kind of...
Huh.
All right.
Well, that
that
happened.
should be every immediate detail for this side of the time skip. So for those of you, of course, who don't know, this game kind of got away from me. It's the first time DMing. It's not a surprise that it got away from me. So I'm opting to do a minor reboot right now, which is to say we're going to have a 5-year time skip. Most of the players will be new. Shiki will be returning. Everyone else will be new.
I got
A lot of the items will be reduced, negated. A lot of the stats will be reduced, at least for the time being. And we're going to more or less start fresh at level 10, 5 years from this point. I will get into the start of that and the new session as a whole with background and everything else. Not next week, but the week after. Give myself some time to get around and let everyone else relax for a week.
God damn it, my surgeon broke.
Anyway, I do believe that should be good for this session.
I have to age the character.
You don't have to.
You don't have to.
I've got to fix a couple things on it.
You don't have to age the character. You can just change when she was born, if it matters
Yeah.
to you. But anyway, with that, I think we are good to call it a session. So feel free to end it off,
Goodbye.
Jeeps. Hmm?